Well, hey everybody, Captain Dave Schneider. It's a guide's life. And here we are, day 3 of the 2018 vigil. That's right, 365 videos coming to you this year. Hopefully each day. And you know the drill. If I miss a day, got to give stuff away the next day. So it's all good, man. So keep tuning in and keeping me honest. Anyway, listen to me. Oh my God, what a brutal day today fishing. It was... This is some of the toughest Florida weather I've ever been through. Certainly not the toughest weather I've ever been through, but in Florida here, there's something about these Florida bass that they kind of are well known for being really tough to catch in really tough cold front conditions. Guys, cold front doesn't really describe what's going on right now. It's going to be 32 degrees, 33 degrees tonight. I've got a trip again tomorrow morning, and I have every intention of getting on there and getting out there, and we're actually going to head up to Harney Pond tomorrow morning. But today I had a pretty good trip today. Not in terms of catching a lot of fish. Guys, I'm going to tell you straight up. You know I like to brag when we get them, but I'll take full responsibility when we don't. Guys, I at one point today, I found myself kind of reeling. Just what am I going to do? What am I going to do here? The wind was blowing so hard, it blew away sections of east wall, more sections of east wall. Stuff that I've been fishing and catching fish on. A lot of you guys that have been with me over the last 6, 7, 8, 12 days here, you know what I'm talking about. I had areas where you go in and we just sit in a little spot and bam, 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 big one, bam, kind of thing. Man, I that might be dead. That might be gone. There were just a couple of bites there today, and by mid-afternoon, the wind was blowing so hard that it blew away. Without GPS, I probably couldn't have found the spot again. That's how rough it was today. It was raining sideways part of the day. Listen, all excuses aside, I had 3 guys with me that were as tough as they come. So shout out, man. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to his son, Jesse. And shout out to Jesse's son, JJ. Guys, what a great job you guys did today. And they were really good to me. They were really kind to me in every way, shape, or form. You know, we missed a few fish. We had a couple of fish on that came off and whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, I just feel like I didn't. It's probably the first time since I've been a guide where I really felt like the weather had gotten the best of me. We were stuck in a place where I couldn't run out. You know, it was just too much. It was too hard to run 12, 14 miles south. We were kind of pot committed in where we were at, man, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. We fished artificials and shiners and what have you. But here's the thing. This is the thing I want to talk about here. Today was probably one of the most humbling experiences I've ever had as a guide. Because, you know, you look at the fellas when it's over, and, you know, I always say you always want to catch them. You don't want it to be today when you have a hard time. You don't want it to be today or today or today, if you kind of understand what I mean. Well, it was today. It really was. And the fact is, the guys that fished with me today, it's a Guy's Life subscribers. In fact, so much so that they brought a box of tackle in the boat, and I just assumed when I first saw it that it was just going to be kind of a deal where they had some things that they might want to try and fish with, because we were going to fish some artificials today. But that's not what it was. When it was all said and done, these fellas, they handed me this box, and these are all handmade lures that these guys have put together. Now I've got some. I've already got some video of this, so I'll probably come over and I'll show you the outtakes or the cut tape that I have, or the B-roll of this stuff. But guys, everything is with Trocar hooks, which everybody knows I love the Trocar hooks. There are a big batch of chatterbaits here. But what's really unique about these chatterbaits is their overall size. These little guys, they're short shanked, all Trocar hooks. I am incredibly excited about fishing with these lures. And they've got the larger 1/2 ounce and the 3/8. They built these things, man. They got a bunch of football-headed jigs, the football-headed jigs that kind of shake back and forth. And I'm not doing the video justice here. I apologize for that, guys. But they're looking me right in the face, and were so proud to give me this stuff. And it was so humbling, because I really didn't feel like I deserved anything, and yet they were so kind and gracious, and they put this package together. And I'm probably going to run the stuff up here while I'm talking about it, But seriously, Jesse and Terry and JJ, you guys, you really made my day. You made my week. It was a grind. At 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning, I was almost ready to say, guys, we might want to just head in. I mean, it was raining sideways, and it was blowing. It said 15 to 20. Guys, it was like 25 to 30. It was shocking. But they stuck to it. We did our time. We put our time in, and we got our time in. I'd like to say that we really caught them, but you know what? We didn't. We caught just a few bass, nothing spectacular. Caught some catfish. I don't know if we caught a mudfish or not. I don't know. But it was easily probably one of my low moments as a guide in terms of putting my guests on fish and giving them a real opportunity to have a great day. It was tough. And it was humbling. So I'm owning it, guys. I want you to know that I had a hard time today. Captain Dave didn't get them going today, and because I like to say, "Woo, we caught them like crazy," but we didn't. And yet, after all of that, these guys give me this incredible box full of chatterbaits and football jigs, all trocar hooks, everything. They're very unique. What I like about the chatterbaits is they're unique. They're short shanked, and I can't wait to fish them. I'm very excited about that. So I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. And no, I'm not giving any of these away, so don't even start. Now, having said that, I have a couple of other things I want to talk about tonight. I got a question from a subscriber. His name is Josh Gray. And Josh said, this is what he said. He said, Captain, you probably don't get this question every day, but what would you tell somebody who wanted to come to Florida and be a bass guide? And I really like this question. Okay, let's talk in terms of necessities first. First thing I would say is, man, if that's your dream, don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it, obviously. But another important component here is, if that's your dream, you got to make sure you're walking down the road that's going to take you there. You're going to need a boat, and you're going to need a nice boat. You're going to need a boat that's going to be real dependable. People are going to be comfortable in, something that is appropriate for taking guests out and fishing for trophy bass. You're going to need the rods and the reels, all that kind of stuff. And you guys, you're not going to find people who are just going to give you this stuff. You're not going to get sponsorship deals where they're just going to give you this stuff before you ever fish or spend a moment on the water. Which leads me to the next thing. Guys, I spent 9 weeks in a tent here before I ever became a guide. Yeah, 9 weeks in a 2-man tent. And it was probably one of the most important things I did. Somebody told me a long time ago, if you want to be a guide, you have to go to that lake and you have to fish it for months. And after you've done that, fish it some more. Time on the water. You have a unique opportunity here, though, nowadays, because there's so much information that kind of straightens out the curve. Yeah, a learning curve. The idea, you've heard this expression before, there's a learning curve, right? Well, the idea as a coach or a teacher is to straighten that curve so that it goes quick and straight and there's not a whole lot of detour. And so one of the ways you can straighten the learning curve when it comes to bass fishing is get on YouTube. Read all the articles. Anymore, you can just watch the videos. There are so many people. Roland Martin has a YouTube channel now that I'm directly involved with. And Roland is sharing 50 years of fishing experience. He just did a great video on skipping Senkos under docks. It was beautiful. Fantastic. There's so much of that information out there. You have to tap into it. You have to get yourself aligned with it and do it. Do it. That's at the end of the day, you got to do it. From there, you got to, like I said, get to the water. Ultimately, you're going to have to get a captain's license. That process is going to probably cost you somewhere around $1,200 to $1,500. You've got to get. There's a lot of steps that you got to jump through for the Coast Guard to get that done. Now, the other shout out that I want to do tonight is for Nathan and Connor Fredericks. Nathan and Connor are subscribers. They're fans of the channel, and I got to meet them actually here. We were trying to get a fishing trip put together, but somehow lines got crossed a little bit and tangled, and we didn't wind up getting in a boat together. But I did get to see them at Harney Pond the last day they were here, and I've got a few pictures that I want to show you. In fact, I'll probably flash them up while I'm talking right here, right now. But Nathan and Connor, they love to fish. They've been down in Okeechobee a few times. Dad and Mom, I really support them in that, and they bring them down here, and those guys go fishing like crazy, and they caught some fish while they were here, as you can see. But I just want to say, guys, Nathan, Connor, I'm sorry I missed you, man. I wish we'd have got to spend a little bit more time together, but we did get a chance to talk a little bit, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you being subscribers and being big fans of what we got going on. So shout out to you fellas. And the last shout out that I want to give you guys tonight is a young man that caught me in the parking lot and came over and introduced himself. And guys, I love when subscribers do that, or people who, even if you're not subscribers and you watch the stuff, I love when you get my attention. It kind of makes my day, to be very honest with you. But Justin Hamner, Justin is here fishing the Costa event, or the Costa event, and the FLW Costa events, 250 boats going out of. Good Lord, Okatani up on the Kissimmee River. They're going out. That tournament starts tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact. So in any case, as far as the lake report goes, guys, I'm headed to Harney Pond. I need to get into an area where there's clean water right now, where there's still grass that hasn't been blown to smithereens, and I know that stuff is up in Harney Pond. So I'm going to be taking my guests up there in the morning. So Captain Dave Schneider, guys, do me a favor. Just doing a little catch-up video, but if you like the video, smash that like button. All right, do me that favor. Also subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Share the thing, man. We're building a fire. And don't forget, check out yesterday's video. Do the legwork and get yourselves into the big drawing that will be tomorrow night. All right? So don't forget about that. Captain Dave Schneider, It's a Guide's Life. I love you guys, man. Be well. Be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.